my profound gratitude to His Excellency the President for the opportunity given me to serve the good people of Ghana in his administration over the last 6 years, and for graciously accepting my resignation as Cabinet Minister responsible for Trade and Industry with effect from the 16th of January 2023. Thirdly, I wish to use this platform to formally announce my decision to contest the flag bearership of the new patriotic party when the party officially opens nominations for that purpose.
Abusiya ma kwa ba edeba AfricMedia so me na wasesa be na binyina no nya brani adaje na wutie yen nsem wa ye de babesum na yewura Alan John Kyeremanten ono ena na waye former ambassador edema eye Ghana to the United States of America wono kro ya so no saye Minister for Trade and Industry waye free eye 2017 to 2023 ya na chese otimi resign ye ema ye yankase ye His Excellency na odan kwakufa don so eje ye resignation later no so edi two more na ni nyina ne se wo pese obebe ye flag bearer ai ewo ye presidency seat no edi ma ye MPP amanyuku no enti no enra da no de nanum nsem eto abontin na wo kire se wa resign na do so etie na ensem a wo ba ebeta konwa ne so abobeye ni nyina no de bi egwapon so na Ghana fon so akasa edi afans papa nsem a wo kan de wunu otisu yo ka chen say you still ye be so ahwese ebeye ya na se ye na abusua ansa na no de yenkotie nsem a yewura Alan John Kyeremanten ekanye ye ba ye beto so.
Secondly, I wish to express formally my profound gratitude to His Excellency the President for the opportunity given me to serve the good people of Ghana in his administration over the last 6 years, and for graciously accepting my resignation as Cabinet Minister responsible for Trade and Industry with effect from the 16th of January 2023. Thirdly, I wish to use this platform to formally announce my decision to contest the flag bearership of the new patriotic party when the party officially opens nominations for that purpose. His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has been a good friend of mine and will always remain so, based on our shared commitment to the ideals and principles that inspired the founding fathers of our great party, the new patriotic party. We have competed in the past, but have always worked together thereafter. The President has laid a strong foundation for the socio-economic development of our country, although I believe there are things that could have been done differently. My vision is to build a superstructure on this foundation that will bring prosperity to our nation. The pre-COVID-19 performance of our economy, the flagship programs including the free SHS, the One District, One Factory initiative, the Planting for Food and Jobs program, the Agenda 111 project, and the COVID-19 response initiatives are all testimony of the strong leadership that the President has provided over the last 6 years. In spite of all the above, however, it is an undeniable fact that the combined effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war has stampeded our country into a crisis of unprecedented proportions, with a negative impact on the economy, on businesses, and on our social lives. I have no doubt that the anticipated International Monetary Fund IMF support package will restore confidence in our economy and bring it back to pre-COVID levels. Fellow countrymen and women, this is the 17th time that we have gone to the IMF over the last 57 years. We promised never to go back, but we've gone back. One of the lessons that we have learned from the recent developments is that Ghana's economy is still fragile, vulnerable, and susceptible to both external and domestic shocks. This primarily is as a result of the fact that our economy is highly dependent on the export of commodities with little or no value addition. Indeed, the 5.1% projected GDP growth for the Ghanaian economy for 2023 is based on the anticipated increase in commodity prices. To avoid going back to the IMF, we need a new plan, a plan that will lead us to a more self-reliant and resilient economy. That plan must move Ghana from stability and growth to transformation. Fellow countrymen and women, if by the will of God and through your goodwill, I'm voted first as the flag bearer of the NPP and subsequently as President of the Republic in the next general elections, I will become the transformational leader of our time, who will build on the foundations that have been laid by successive leaders of our nation over the last 65 years. To achieve this strategic goal of transforming our dear country to become the shining star of the new Africa, I will, as President, launch and lead the execution of the Great Transformational Plan, GTP of Ghana, which will span the period 2025 to 2030. The post-COVID economic recovery program, currently being implemented with the anticipated support from the IMF from 2023 to 2025, will be a transitional economic program leading to the rollout of this great transformational plan. Countrymen and women, before I proceed to provide a brief insight into the key elements of this great transformational plan, 7 critical considerations will need to be taken into account to guarantee the success of the plan. First, the primacy of the private sector in our national development agenda. The private sector, both domestic and foreign, formal and informal, has to be at the center of our transformational agenda. The government's focus must be to facilitate the process of making our private sector competitive by creating an enabling environment for businesses. 2, attitude to work and enforcement of discipline. We as a people should appreciate the need for discipline in all spheres of our national lives and change our attitude to work. Whether you are working for the private sector or for government, as a worker, you are not doing a favor to your employer. It is your duty to ensure that you earn your living from the efforts of your labor. 3, corruption and petty theft or thievery, particularly from the public purse, deny our country the benefits of utilizing its tax revenue and other resources for the development of our country. 4, the arrogance of power has been a major obstruction to progress in our country. People in positions of authority must understand that leadership is an opportunity to serve the people and not to lord over them. In servant leadership, humility is an asset and not a weakness. 5, passion for excellence. As a country, we must celebrate competence and excellence and not mediocrity. 6, as a people, we must focus more on getting things done than just talking. Ghana is gradually becoming a NATO country. No action, talk only. We need to remember that the use of time is a zero-sum game. What Ghana needs now are solutions and actions, not debates. 7, and last but not the least, politics in Ghana is too divisive. This keeps out some of our best talents in offering themselves for political appointments. Yes, we pride ourselves as being the bastion of democracy in Africa, but that does not mean that we should allow partisan politics to destroy our collective interests. These 7 critical considerations outlined above will provide what I would describe as the soft power for the effective implementation of our great transformational plan.
Video no na yakoshe dia ba no yewura ye John Alan Kyeremanten na yekoten kanu nensem na ambitions na wodi egu aponto dia ma Ghana fo no na wei na Ghana fo bi gas na woni MPP fo na yakasa na so ne Ghana fo na edi nkomo na fi se wei de wuni aba akodo watinya ye de chense yo nsem de wo can be amosi wei na akwa ese de ase de akokora wu ane de akokora di ade na chese hiyo na atu dia sheda no sa pepepe na ase MPP amonyo okonimu no o mapeda na akwa kokra fo ho na ba kokra mutimbo omode ma ne bedi ye akonwa ne so no omu hye de ho ade papa bia waye Ghana fo na eka ebiso omu si ye wura ye John Alan Kyeremanten wogoi wanye mfie no ye aduasi anso nti ye 67 years bia wanyini pa o ya akoye ne 70 se mu anesa enti time oba bedi so ne sa ne 8 years ne se papa no onam ne 70 se na hye eniema ekoyi de ma no na bra bo mpa nti omu se o ya kokra nti na kokra na ni akokra na sisu na kokra yi hu de wo ye de ya ya asem wo man ga na mu ha de ngasem ketwa wo ho asem ma ya na ase de do wo na wo asem ba na wo be hu adofo ne watamfo se de Ghana fo bia shopa na bi se o papa de na ka ne ho de efemum wo gina ho no wo kasa wo se fata se wo be ye president na so enya ho fe na ye de kwa awade enya ho fe yesuban ahofa de bia wo betimi ato ama no se de mri bi atwam Ghana fo mo na mo se ese mo to de ma ahofa na so ahofa na anya hwea ma mo na mo se afa bi mo nto ma ahofa bi ma afa kura de mo sister na so no ono so nya hwefiti ono so ya kokora e kuro yi mu se baduo na de ye kire se de beba bia no munya ho asem e de kabusua we na kire se Ghana fo bi ka ho nsem a kire se omo twe ne sra ni abasa e wo social media fidikase yi so a me so be dia ba so mo na wa wuti fi hu ne se nsem wa Ghana fo kan ene papa yi se wo de beto abonten no wakasa asone so na susu sha emu oduye pa se wo di fata se wo se MPP amonyo okoni timi elected no se obaba ye flag bearer ye de ma wo meye afi 2024 year presidency city na se on se fata sa well edru ho no mu a ye be hu de ba kosi fa comment na wa comment section ho fa ma me like na share video na for friends science me enka bi o me kroma na afre me asuna bana na kia mejo so dodo makao.